Formula 1 is back at Canada. Canada, also known as the land of Justin Trudeau and Jordan Peterson, or officially also known as the Punjab of the West. Then there's also Lance Stroll, but then we will cover him at the very end. We had the previous Grand Prix held at Monaco, and now we have moved on to the Americas for our next set of GPs. I am hoping the next set of Grand Prix will also be held somewhere here in the Americas close to Canada.
No!
So then certainly Canada must be very much close to Monaco. For the ones who were average in geography, let's do a small task now. We shall now check how far is Canada from Montreal. Yes people, I have searched for a website because I am a professional.
This is what I do.
There's a website called the Flight Emissions Calculator. First we put here Montreal, Canada, and then we put here Nice because it is the closest airport to Monaco. So the distance between Monaco and Nice is more than 6,000 kilometers. The weekend after Montreal, the race will be held at Barcelona. So let's just check for Barcelona. The FIA has just pissed on the sustainability targets. But who cares? Before moving on to Montreal, let's unpack some latest news from the world of Formula 1. Lewis Midfielden has gone around stating that Mercedes could be sabotaging his car during the qualifying, which leads to Russell qualifying better and finishing ahead of him. How has Toto Wolff responded to this? The Pumpernickel Citophile said, "As a team we have demonstrated even in the tensest competitions between teammates that we are trying to always balance it right and be transparent and fair." Have we, Toto?
No!
Example 1. It's a 2018 German Grand Prix and Valtteri Bottas is actually faster than Lewis Hamilton after the second pit stops. But then the team orders Valtteri to hold the position, eventually leading to Hamilton winning the race. Example 2. We then have the Russian Grand Prix from the same year where Valtteri Bottas again was the faster driver, but then he was asked to give away his position to Lewis Hamilton, who eventually goes on to win the GP again. Even if there is 1% truth in what Lewis said, it is pretty much understandable because Lewis, you just went behind the team and got yourself a deal with the Ferrari. And now George Russell will be preferred over you for the entire calendar year. Speaking of preferences, we now talk about the flag bearer of Liberty, Logan Sargent. Logan Sargent has had a difficult season till now. In the first couple of races, he was having off days himself, but after that the team has decided to screw his weekends by giving away his car to his teammate. At the Japanese Grand Prix, Alex Albon crashed his car in FP3, but Logan Sargent's car is then given away to Alex for the race. In China, he isn't informed about the safety car and gets penalized for overtaking Nico Hülkenberg. Injustice. In Miami, Logan is taken out by the ISIS head Kevin Baghdadi Magnussen for no action of his own. Injustice again. In Monaco, Logan is given the 2023 rear wing for the race, which is obviously not going to help in 2024, even in that small DRS zone, which could have been crucial, at least to finish better during the quali. Injustice again. The sport needs saving. In my opinion, America needs to invade Formula 1 and plant a seed of democracy. Since we have covered the off-track events, let's now discuss the least interesting part of the weekend, the racetrack. The Canadian Grand Prix track is also officially known as the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We start with the start-finish straight on the main straight with the iconic Casino de Montreal in the background. The first corner is also known as the Senna S, and it's a sharp right-hand turn requiring heavy braking from the high speeds. Then there's a turn 3 and 4, which is actually a quick right-left chicane that demands precise handling to avoid the walls. Then there's another right-left chicane, which is slightly faster than the previous set, leading into a short straight. Then for turn 7, it's a tight right-hand turn where drivers need to maintain good exit speed for the upcoming chicane. Then a tricky right-left chicane requiring careful navigation. Then there's the turn 10, also called the El Epic, the hairpin turn, the slowest part of the track where heavy braking is required. This turn offers overtaking opportunities as well and sets up for a long straight. Then we have the famous Casino Straight, which is a long back straight where cars reach their highest speeds, passing by the Olympic basin. And then we reach turn 12 and 13. This is the final chicane, a right-left combination leading on to the start-finish straight. This section is infamous for the Wall of Champions on the outside of the final turn, named after the numerous champions who have crashed here. This brings us to the end of the lap. Since it's a one-off race in the Americas, I'm not expecting huge updates from the teams here. But the teams who actually got their updates back in Imola 3 weeks back will have their fingers crossed looking at the number of straights and the short speed corners that Canada has. It could actually be pretty tricky for the top 3 teams. So my predictions for the Canadian Grand Prix are: Max Verstappen will be exploiting that straight line dominance of the RB20, winning the Grand Prix, but after a major tussle with Lando Norris. Both of them will be followed by the Mexican Minister of Ludicrous, Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc gets the 4th position and Oscar Piastri 5th. But you know what? There are much more important things to be discussed for this weekend. For example, how are people managing to keep so much expectations from Sir Inbred? I know it's his home Grand Prix and we didn't boost him up for the same, but you at least have to go through the Formula 1 Twitter to exactly understand how it is. Let's see some of the tweets from the Stroll bandwagon. Hi Lance, I have been drawing you. Hope you like the drawings. Lance Stroll, did you just cut your hair? Or am I seeing things? Oh, this is wonderful. Stroll is just unreal how much potential he has when you compare him against Fernando. There are corners where Lance is quicker. Sake. Stop everything you are doing right now and appreciate how handsome Lance Stroll is in a racing suit. I think that is just enough for this weekend.
The system is to keep the guys that don't deserve to be there from just buying their way through the junior series and getting to F1. It makes the guys that, win, deserve and earn their spot to get there.
Hypocrisy की भी सीमा होती है.